Do, 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 ding dong. InShalla and Ashe. Blessings to you, my energetic beings. Being that we are on the crest of a new moon, have you mused about your new moon intentions? My musing moon meditation is in the corridor. I believe I have the link in the show notes. So that's out the gate. But we are really in a spiritual octave, a higher note, just releasing what I would call the Kraken, the old, it's no longer belonging, and really expanding our spiritual light, our essence. But welcome to today's Daily Snippet. Once again, I am your host. I'm a practicing holistic shamedium and subtle energetic surgeon, merging these indigenous technologies, the spirit of the Dagara tribe in Burkina Faso, with the subtle energies, elements, and elemental beings, if you will. Basically, my thing is the elemental realm into the imaginal realm with offerings, rituals, and prescriptions to really add to your personal container, your ingredients. But my intention really is to merge these indigenous ways with the subtle realms into the etheric highway to assist you into navigating your prime directive, your inner genius, your light story, just kind of reintroducing you to and through the magical being that resides within you, the remembering. My name is Tanya D, and welcome to my virtual medicine room, which might be shifting here soon. But I also have an announcement. If you have purchased any of my offerings in my online venue, my corridor, Musing with Tanya D, check out your virtual mailbox to connect with my private space. I have been going live on Sundays around 10 a.m. Mountain Time to have, I'm going on 2 more Sundays probably about dreams. Being that we're in a fire year in the Dagara cosmology, I will probably more than likely go into the realms of the ancestors and visions as well. And through the season of the year, just connecting to our inner fire, our day-to-day fire, and our outer world fire. And also, if you haven't already, please be kind and do subscribe to my YouTube channel, Tanya D, pretty much all things Tanya D, even my podcast, if you will. With YouTube, hit the bell so you're notified. And if you don't mind, please like the video, comment, share. So the YouTube algorithm will really echo me out to suggest myself to other like-minded musers out into the galaxy. But being that we are really at a global crossroads, I don't know about you, but really sitting with spirit, becoming a butterfly and even a caterpillar, our transformation is really in the flow. It's our old self releasing the old wardrobe. So you might find that you are also kind of cleansing physically, and notice that you are also changing mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. So we have all these transformations. So it could be something literally very simple, a baby step, shifting a habit to elevate to a higher frequency, ending those karmic debris. Maybe you do something simple to no longer consume sugar, say, and just have more clarity of what you take into your body, no longer doing what makes you feel unhappy on the inside. So yeah, that's going to be a thing here for the season of Pisces. Let's see, what do I got here? So the first card, the messages of the day, there we go. This day might feel a little bit more balanced in a weird way, like being able to see between reality and spirit, or bringing reality to spirit. But the messages from the Seers, I love these 2 hands. The Ace of Pentacles, it's like freshly rooted beginnings. So this ace is really a powerhouse of possibilities, just revealing the materialization of the earthly ambitions and all the wonderful things. So it really does go with the energy of today. So it's like when we seed our future by planting our very first intentions, and being that the moon herself, the goddess, is going to be new and fresh and exciting, things might feel really exciting and raw and possible. They do, don't they? So, hold on to those feelings of optimism and success for the new start, the new bloom that we are welcoming like into our life right now. Everything has this incredible potential to thrive. And the Ace is about initiating a timeline where our future wealth and health and material abundance are being ushered in or flowing. So by just figuring out our soul conditions, our watering schedule, if you will, and the seeds and the needs of that unique seed, that's when we're going to be able to see things through to fruition. So really bring your determination, your dedication, and see your abundance like spring to life in the spring, really, right? So it'll be like in a form of more successful outcomes, materialization, financial wins, and really just having some soul satisfying well-being or healing. So this is just a wonderful message for good things to come. It's time to visualize, attract, prioritize, and really act and just plant our goals with intention and direct focus and faith, holding faith. So it's the beginning of a task, a new adventure, planting seeds into our future and having great potentials for those successes and manifesting our power, our ambitions, our prosperity. So that, it really is a magical message to start out with, right? I just love the card. I love the two hands, It's like the unlimited possibilities that are possible. And then we have the Knight. And again, you could actually pause the video or pick a message before I start. I guess I should have said that in the beginning, or just comment, like, and share. But sharing is caring. And I will pull a personal message for you as well. But being that we have the Knight of Pentacles, he's toiling and tilling his land, isn't he? He's just bringing it all bright and he's loving every minute of it. But he's more practical. He's like the practical knight. He's earthy, just being that he's a pentacle. So he's actually the improver knight, improving things for himself and for those that he loves in his sacred space. So he's kind of steadfast, he's earthy, he's the foundation, he's solid. And he's solidifying that foundation too, but he's also assuring us that with extra care today, that's going to multiply our harvest for tomorrow. But being that he is otherworldly, however, this is like focusing solely on wealth, having maybe have a workaholic kind of tendency. Maybe you're selfish, maybe you're cold or you appear that way. Maybe you're taking shortcuts that are creating harm. Or even, maybe you feel stagnant or stuck. So with this card, it's a card of infinite expansion. And it has with time and faith, our seeds are going to take root, if you will. So it's like following through with our promises and our plans and our prime directive and move out any stagnant energy, those stagnant energetic dreams, if you will. And again, interestingly enough, Pentacles are all about planting seeds. So we take from one seed to our intention, and now we're going to the next seed to plant our future with a more rock steady foundation, aligned, or what do I want to say, built on faith, right? So it's kind of a different frequency there. And then we have the 10 of Wands. I have a screen in front of my screen, so I have to kind of move around. But the 10 of Wands, it's like it's that feeling that we have all of these responsibilities, or possibly because it's otherworldly, that we are kind of clinging to these responsibilities. So you might be asking yourself, do I really need to carry all those wands all by yourself, all at the same time? Maybe it's really time to drop a few and start prioritizing, or maybe, just maybe, things would go a whole lot faster if we found some help sometimes, right? We're all great at giving, but however, we're not so great at receiving, right? So sometimes this means letting go of a learned behavior even, or a limiting belief. And sometimes that means deleting something that you have on your calendar, whether it's a burden, it could be material, spiritual, or energetic. So it's clear that we've got some extra baggage now, and just realize that And enjoy your last steps as we cascade into this finish line, just releasing those burdens into the ethers, the etheric highway, and just knowing that the universe truly will assist us to tend to all the essentials, all the unseen. So you might have had your attention kind of divided in a way, or you're kind of possibly kind of difficult, you're having a difficult time asking for help. Just letting go of somebody else's expectations. You know, sometimes we let other people's expectations like get in the way of what our heart wants, our heart's desires. So you might need to just stand up for yourself, or all of the above, right? So we go from planting a new seed with a new intention to taking time and space and holding the frequency so the seed can really take root, to possibly taking on the responsibilities of the other. So I would say, you know, stay heart-centric, pour love and more love onto those seeds today. So the seeds of love kind of grow further out into tomorrow, into the new year that we're in. And just release those burdens or those feelings like you have to do everything alone. And really place it on the altar of the great galactic universe, and just allow the universe to gift you with assistance. I have an otherworldly altar. I have shrines everywhere, some in the physical and some in another dimension that I go to. Sometimes during the day, I'm not going to lie, not just at night when I'm in that dream space. But on the elemental highway, once again, we've got a lot of water. It's a yin water of an ox kind of a day. Plowing the fields, you know, kind of like the card said, the ox, tilling and moving the dirt. So our day is yin water with 2 yang waters. So that's kind of a conflict. It's unfriendliness. It's kind of like sibling rivalry, or a friend who's not really friend, an unfriendly friend, I guess. But our day is rooted. It has hidden yin water in the ox. And our day is also rather weak. It needs support. So metal energy is weak, and the tigers really aren't helping with that. So our day's lacking support, but it's also weak, even though there's water around it. Those are 2 frequentials of water. So yin metal is the most needed in order to produce more of the yin water and counter effect all that tiger energy. And yang fire is like a regulator for metal. It's going to bring warmth to our day. And yang metal is also, it's an asset. It's going to assist the production of water and also strengthen our yin water. So that's kind of our main ingredient for the day, is the yin water. And the tigers are strong, but with fire being weak, they're not able to produce. So it kind of makes them lazy tigers. So fire is what's needed to keep the tiger energy busy. It's like giving them a job, performing. And the tigers are also, they are exhausting the metal, the frequential energy of metal too. So they're damaging the metal. It's like when you have a sword or a blade and you're hitting a very strong tree, the blade dulls. So it's damaging the metal. So that's remaining more uncontrolled, and it's not useful either. So metal kind of needs to be stimulated to actually balance our day too. And also earth, wet earth, that's going to exhaust the tigers and produce metal frequency. So all this water is assisting the tiger energy to grow. However, it's cold because the wood is wet, so it's not going to burn or be fuel. So it's like we need our ancestors, our dreams, our visions, etc., our ability to tell the story and communicate, create leadership, community. You know, have you noticed the separation? You know, it's okay to have a different belief or whatever. Opinions are great, but another perspective or a worldview. We don't have to be so grumpy about proving our point, you know. It's good to stay curious and question everything, you know, just saying. But earth, both wet and dry earth. You know, earth energy is like knowing where our heart belongs. It's stability, it's nurturing, it's a solid foundation. I would possibly do an earth offering, a ritual, possibly ash from the fire of the new moon coming up, or any fire really. Big fire like the sun, or little fire like a candle. We have these healing energies online today. We have the aspect of Virgo in the soup of spirit, Pisces. So Virgo really is reality when things are materialized from yesterday's manifestations. So planting these seeds to wholeness, knowing that we are already perfect, we are healed. The karmic debris and otherwise is just shifting and changing and transforming. So we have this cosmic highway open to all of this. So you might be feeling the weirdness or the wonkiness of it. So really be patient, be streaming, if you will, like blooming forward and being in the flow of gratitude. It's like, what are the feelings that come up for you today? So if it's sadness, follow the streams of that sadness. Where do they lead you to? And be really heartfelt and compassionate to yourself and others as you flow into those streams, which I know it's easier said than done, but really take a pause for peace, a breath for it, but really follow the flows of water, those streams, and reconcile clarity in the feeling as it starts to flow. Instead of doing what you've already done, do something different. Feel what you feel on the inside and feel it differently on the outside. So whatever that is for you. So say that you want to feel peace on the inside. So bring something that is peaceful to you on the outside. It might just be sitting with a candle meditating or a good book, and it might just be allowing the golden sun to cascade on your face and take in a breath of fresh air. So when we respond to ourselves in kindness, the results are different in our inner world as well. And just loving ourselves on a spiritual platform, that highway, awakening our spirit. Maybe, just maybe, you start treating your materialized body, Virgo, differently, eating a healthier routine, starting a habit of noticing how you feel differently when you choose differently, like the canned food over the fresh food, and just being spiritually hyper aware. Myself, I've had these visions on how to be a better leader or manager for myself. So it's like aligning that in my inner world to take it to the next level in my outer world. So it's like, how do I do my decision-making skills? How do they feel to me? Do I feel juicy? Do I feel stuck? So it's like responding in kindness, whatever that is or feels forward today. So there's a lot of faith and compassion and gratitude. So it's going to kind of release that old karmic debris on what I seen this morning is like a chain link fence, if you will. So if things come up with your body today, Virgo is the body. It's not the body, but the body kind of is the messenger of what's feeling on the inside embodied. So be kind if that feels less than. And to really access an issue, the response that we have is the key. So it's time to give yourself the space and the time and the pause for peace and the inner kindness and just flow. Just get the streams of love flowing throughout your body today. And I would keep those streams flowing. Just keep adding more streams of love and be the light really that resides within you. Spirit might just answer that call in an intuitive, different kind of way. Or at least Sandalphon will. Check out my Musing with Tanya D podcast. It's all about Sandalphon, which he's a tuner, I'm telling you. But with the moon heading into the season of its home, being that we're in Pisces, it's the dreams, it's spirit, it's astral traveling, it's communicating with spirit or allowing spirit to communicate to you along with our heart and our feelings. So what is it that you really wish to materialize in this next year until the 2023 Pisces season? So it's galactic. Our spirit is online for a time. That is absolutely for sure, especially with Neptune transiting and Jupiter in that corridor. So we've got fire, we have earth, we have mineral or metal, along with our high heart online. So it's like the sound of the heart, the yam, or maybe, just maybe, sit with your new moon wishes, those intentions, and just hold space for them. You could tone on the inside too, just recalibrating all of your energetic centers. But I would affirm that my karmic debris is healed within my heart chamber and that my spiritual integrity, one of my virtues, is materializing. So it's these higher states of loving with a vibration that streams, that frequential light streams into our beingness, into our body. So we've got spirit materializing into the body, becoming manifest. So that's the frequency of today. So with all of that, thank you. It just says Facebook user on my thing, but I will for sure check that out and pull a card for you tomorrow. And as always, I'll see you on the other side. InShalla and Ashe. Always blessings to you.